Hi, welcome to Into the Gray Yoga, and today we are going to do a practice for stressed out and frazzled moms. Now, you can do this practice if you're a dad or if you're any kind of caregiver, but my therapy practice specializes in the treatment of women's issues, and so I feel pretty comfortable talking directly to you, my fellow moms. Today, let's start standing with our feet just about hips width apart. You can bring your hands to your heart. You can bring one hand to your heart and one to your belly to really feel your breath. And we're just going to stand strong and proud, strong as a mother, while we get grounded and settled. This is a Saturday. Now, I don't know about you, but Saturdays actually mean I've got a lot on my plate. No longer am I a little kid that gets to have just a free-for-all weekend where you get up early and watch cartoons. I've got motherly duties, responsibilities. I've got a lot going on today. This is just your mountain pose, being firm, standing grounded, being present in your body, and recognizing what kind of noise, what kind of racket is going on in your mind today. Let's take a deep breath and raise our hands up overhead. Maybe you gently gaze up to the ceiling. Just again, take a moment to breathe deeply before coming back again to our firm standing position. We're going to do a very gentle flow, and the whole point of this is to find a little strength and a little balance, especially in a frantic day where I was going so fast, I burned myself. I've been dropping things, when you're starting to get frazzled and then it's like everything goes off the rails. That's what happened today. So let's reach up high again, and we're going to slowly hinge at the hips and fold forward. Our first forward fold of the day. If you cannot touch the floor, that's okay. We're just getting our legs warmed up. We're just getting moving. On an inhale, let's raise halfway with a flat back. From here, you can see my back is flat, my belly is pulled up toward my spine, hands on the shins or the thighs, whatever's comfortable. And on an exhale, let's release down, forward fold again. We're going to slowly roll up to standing and return to that mountain pose, that strong, stable, grounded feeling. You know when the very best time to do yoga is? It's when you think that you don't have time to do yoga. That's when you need it the most. From your mountain pose, let's step toward the end of your mat, and we're gonna do this fold again. So arms up overhead, gentle back bend as you look up at the sky, and then gentle swan dive forward, hinging from your hips. Bend your knees. It's okay if you're not touching the ground. You can gently bend each knee, starting to warm up these legs. Let your head hang as relaxed as possible, because I know you got to relax, mama. On an inhale, again, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. We're already building a little bit of heat, a little bit of stretch to the day. We want our bodies and our minds to be flexible, especially when we're taking on a big day. Let's roll up to the top again, arms up overhead. And one more time, bring the hands to heart center. Awesome. On this one, arms up overhead, swan dive. Hands to the ground, neck loose. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And now let's walk our hands out into a plank. A plank is a very strong, firm, muscle building, strength developing pose So let's just hold it here for a moment. This is great for our ab muscles. It's great for strengthening our arms. Now, if you're like me and you actually have some hypermobile joints, it's really common for us to hyperextend the elbows here. So if that is one of your issues, as it's mine, make sure you keep a little bit of a bend in the elbows so that you're not putting all of your weight onto the joints here. What we're doing is engaging the muscles. We're pushing out of the shoulder blades, away from the floor. And then let's lower very slowly, coming down to the mat to just rest gently. Forehead to the mat. And my feet are flat on the floor. Feet flat on the floor. Take a deep breath, and with your ankles, knees, feet pressed together, we're going to gently, with our hands under our shoulders, just warming up the back by lifting up and away from the mat. My pubic bone is pressed down into the mat. My feet are pressed down into the mat. I'm not cranking on my neck here. It's gentle, looking forward, and let's release back down. From here, let's push back into downward facing dog. Heels might come close to the mat. They might not. That's fine. Any movement that you're getting, especially on a day when you feel like you don't have the time to take care of yourself, girl, it's when you need it the most. And it's really beneficial for you, mind and body. From here, let's lift the right leg straight up and behind. Now, you might have a tendency to kind of buckle this leg here or tilt. Let's try to keep the hips level, reaching out through the ball of your foot, and then taking that right foot, this is my foot, yes it is, stepping in between both hands. We're going to rise up into a warrior position. I want you to take the left foot, twist it, get yourself kind of stabilized here. We're looking for stability today. So my right foot and my left foot are spread so that I have a wider base. If your feet are going to be very narrow, you're going to be wobbly and tippy, and that's the opposite of what we're going for. So drop that left heel down to the floor, keeping my hips facing forward. My right leg is bent as deep as feels comfortable for you. We're not Olympic athletes, most likely. Maybe you are. But whatever is helping to generate some warmth and some strength in this old gal here. I don't want my knee to come out further than my toes. That's not very stable. Maybe you're here. That's great. We're still building some strength. On an inhale, let's raise our arms straight up. Drop the shoulders down and away from the ears. You are strong. You're going to get through this day. You feeling some burn here? Great. That's good. You are strong. Nothing's going to stop you. Make sure we're still keeping this hip facing forward. On an exhale, let's release back down. Back into a plank. Let's drop down. Rest for just a breath here. Curl the toes and push back into downward facing dog. I always wonder if the microphone picks up all the pops and snaps and crackles that happen, because that was a really good one. My whole spine went brrr. Love it. Left leg up and back. Now I know you probably watch other yoga videos. You've seen social media. There are some yoga people out there that can do the most amazing things with their bodies. That's awesome. That can be great motivation. But here, we're just doing what our body is capable of today. Let's step that left forward up between the hands, rotating that right foot flat on the floor, Get your wide base on an inhale and sink into your strengthening pose here. Right hip coming forward. Weight evenly placed between the left foot and the right foot. Shoulders down and away from the ears. This is a good time to have a little mantra. I'm strong, I'm capable, I'm going to get through this day, no matter what comes. Exhale, let's release forward. Let's lower down to the mat one more time. You ever notice that without working out, some moms have the most amazingly ripped arms? Yeah, this will help. Let's push back into down facing dog. And let's just hang out here for a moment. And let everything settle. Taking a deep breath. Let's walk the hands back to our forward fold. Maybe you notice a little more flexibility here. It's because you're getting warm. Inhale and halfway lift. Forward fold on an exhale. And roll up to standing. Let's bring our hands to our heart center. You can stay here at the end of the mat. I'm going to face you so you can see this very fun pose that we're going to take. We're going to spread our feet wider than our hips. I'm going to keep my hands at heart center. My toes are splayed out. My weight is in my heels, and I am going to squat down. Oh yeah, you're probably not going to like this very much. But I guess there's probably a lot of things that you do you don't like very much. Does anybody like doing laundry? Does anybody like running errands? But I know you're doing it. Let's just hold this. Really building some heat and strength here. What we're going to do now is little tiny dips. Keeping the weight in the heels. If you want to lift your toes a little bit, make sure your weight is in your heels. You're going to activate the glutes there. You're going to activate the quads. And you're going to breathe. And you're going to tell yourself you're a badass and you can do anything. And this moment, these 20 to 30 minutes you take for yourself is self-care. This is what we're talking about as mental health therapists when they say, we need some more self-care. All right. Good? All right. On an inhale, let's stand slowly. Let's bring our feet back underneath us. Big inhale, arms up overhead. Let's just rest for a moment. You're doing so great. I don't know how often you are hearing that, but I'm sure you are. You're doing great. Okay, I know, you're gonna be a little bit mad. But we're gonna do another variation on this very powerful pose. This one's gonna make you laugh, and that's okay, because nobody's looking. We're gonna squat down again, weight in the heels, take a breath, getting low, and on an inhale, rising up and stretching the arms out. I am a big, giant star. And on your next breath, lower in. We're just going to do this for a moment. Big, powerful, strong. Up. Oh, I can do anything. This is a star pose. It's a powerful pose. One more time. Let's bring it back. Let's move these feet back in. You did so awesome there. One big breath. We're going to do one more pose here because you need a little bit of balance. We're building strength, and that's awesome, but we also need some balance. I like to step off of my mat because it's smushy, and that makes it a little bit unstable here. So what I'm going to do is step onto my hard floor. If you don't have hard floor, that's fine. Just know that you're working a little bit harder. My feet, weight is evenly placed between both feet, but what I'm going to do is shift my weight into my left foot. Just going to gently feel that left foot firm, grounded into the earth. And slowly, I'm going to start taking the weight off of the right foot. Look at this. Barely have my big toe on the ground. This whole leg is engaged from my glute to the front of my hip to my quad, my calf, my foot, everything. From here, you can stay right here. You can use this foot as a little kickstand. This takes balance. It's strengthening. Or, here we go, you can raise it to our calf. What we want to avoid is pressing the foot directly into the knee joint, creating instability, putting too much pressure on that joint. You're going to wobble. Look at me wobbling. It's fine. We're practicing balance. Find a spot that doesn't move. I'm looking directly at the camera. Might be a little bit odd, but it's not moving. If you're feeling it, you can use your other hand to pull that foot up into the inner thigh, keeping this hip open out. And next, if you'd like, raise those arms up, keeping your shoulders down and away from your ears. Just hold this for as long as you feel like it's beneficial. If you fall out of it, that's fine. We're tough. We're flexible. Maybe my tree is waving in the wind. Woo. On the next exhale, let's release the foot back down to the earth, hands to heart center. Oh, wow. Great job. Me. Good job, me. Shake that out a little bit. Returning back to our standing mountain pose, firm, grounded, noticing the difference between the right and the left, how we're feeling, knowing that you're building strength and stability. Finding your spot that doesn't move, keeping your hands at heart center. Let's put all the weight into the right foot. Got my little kickstand here. Whenever you're ready, keeping that left hip rotated out and open. Maybe bringing it higher. You are going to notice that these sides are different. One side is maybe stronger. One side is maybe more stable. That's okay. Quite normal. You're feeling it? Raise your arms. A little more wobbly on this side. Who knew? We're just figuring out what our body is capable of today. Don't forget to breathe. Big inhale, and on an exhale, let's release that back down to the earth. Shake it out. Coming back to our mats. And back into this standing mountain pose. Maybe you choose to open your palms forward. Take a deep breath, shrug the shoulders up to the ears, and on your exhale, let it all go. Let it go. You're not going to get everything perfect, and you're not supposed to. Yoga is a practice. The more you practice it, the better you'll feel. Take one more big inhale, absorbing all of the positive thoughts, all of the good vibes that we just created. Exhaling to bring our hands to our heart center. Yoga is about practicing and building strength and balance. Balance between the strength in your body, maybe the softness in your mind. That's the gray area that we are shooting for. And I'm so glad that you joined me today on this wild, crazy, frazzled, mom scrambling day. Go out there and kick some ass. You're strong and you can do it. Namaste.